What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It is time for another comic book haul. Normally, I don't like to post videos this close together, but this past weekend, I had, like it says in the title, 4 collectible shows happening over the Saturday and Sunday period. So I was off of work and I decided to hit them up and see what I could find, and I ended up getting quite a few books. Hopefully, I can go through these in a relatively good pace so that it's not a longer video, because I don't know, you know that I'm not one to post very long videos. I don't really like them, so we'll just get started and see how hopefully I can get through all these. Basically, it was 4 different shows. For the money that I spent, again, all of these ended up being less than $1 a piece. So because I bought stuff out of $1 bins, 2 for $1 bins, 50-cent bins. Then I was wheeling and dealing with some people, trying to get a better deal if I bought in bulk. So hopefully we'll get through them and we can start, and you guys will enjoy the video. But anyway, so we're going to start off with a couple Emma Frost. Everybody usually likes these covers. They're very sharp. What is it? Greg Land, I think, does these. He did almost all the covers for this series, I think. But anyway, here's number 3 and number 7. I think I already had these, but I can never turn down the nice art on the covers whenever I see them. So I got those. I got a Mockingbird number 1. I believe that's her first solo series. I think I've shown that in a video before, but you know, it was for the price that I picked it up. Here's a Jubilee number 1. That's her first solo series also. I picked these up. These are hard to find. Strange Tales, starring Werewolf by Night and Man-Thing. There's only 2 issues, and this dealer had both issues. There's number 1 and number 2. So, you know, Man-Thing is kind of a big deal because of that Werewolf by Night. Well, Werewolf by Night too, but I saw them and I picked those up for under $1. Also, I picked this one up again. I usually, whenever I see it, I pick it up. The Toys R Us X-Men comic that they gave away in their stores. Now, the thing with that book is that it's supposedly the first time Deadpool interacts with the X-Men. Not Wolverine per se, but the X-Men as a team. So, I mean, some people like to seek it out, and I'm always about picking up giveaway comics, as you've seen in my previous videos. Got another nice, this is a nicer copy than the last one I showed. The Destroyer again, because I guess they're going to do a Remo Williams show or movie again, but I saw it for $1 and I picked it up. Picked up another one of these, Adventures in Reading with Spider-Man. There's, what I say, 2 or 3 or 4 maybe of those, but that one's in a little bit nicer condition than the one I already had, so I picked that one up. Here's the Scarlet Witch miniseries. I think that's her first solo series too. That's issue number 3. I think I still need one more. It's only a 4-issue series. Next one is Batman 66, number 20. This is another, I mean, it's completed. I have the omnibus and I love Batman 66, but it's another one of those books that it wasn't very, there's not a lot of, print run was very low on them. And so whenever I see them, I'm trying to pick them up because I think there's, I can't remember the last issue. It's not a very long run, so I'm trying to put this run together too. And then here's Man-Thing again. Here's his Marvel Knights series number 1. Very creepy looking cover there. Then I picked up X-Men Phoenix. This is like an anime style mini series. I think this one was only three issues, but I mean, look at that cover. Oof, she's barely covered. She's barely covered. I picked up regular show number 1, another cover variant. This one is cover D, so I'm still working on that run. I picked up a nice Vengeance of Vampirella number 25 cover there. This one I never picked up when it came out, but Supergirl Being Super, that was just a really sharp cover, and it's only a 4-part series, so I'll probably work on that. I never had this before. Deadpool Duck number 1, picked this one up. I'm always about, especially in $1 and 50-cent bins, picking up any first issues just to have them. Picked up this one. I didn't know too much about it, but I thought the cover was fantastic. It's Hellcop number 3 with a Play Demon cover on there. It's very sharp. Also, The Rise of Kylo Ren number 4. Trying to put that series together. This one, I don't know anything about it, but it looked very interesting. It's Mullet Cop number 1. That guy looks, if they ever make a movie, I think Danny McBride would be perfect to play him. But pick that one up, first issue. This one is a variant cover. I'm getting more into variant covers. I don't really like them, but here's Amazing Fantasy, the variant cover for number 3 with Black Widow on there. Thought that was a nice cover. Wonder Woman 77 meets the Bionic Woman. I wasn't sure if I had this cover or not. Here's another Vampirella. Number 3. This is from volume 4. That's a really cool looking cover. I didn't know anything about it. It was sitting there in the dollar box, and then when I looked it up on my comic shop, I'm like, holy mackerel, that goes for a pretty penny. I got this. I didn't know what this was either. I couldn't figure it out. You know, it was bagged and boarded, and then I opened it up, and it's basically all the covers they did for their updated anniversary frame. They just released a whole comic book of the covers. So I thought that was kind of cool. Always nice for that kind of stuff to pick up. Picked up the Superman Radio Shack giveaway comic. I think I have this, but I wasn't sure. And then I realized when I got home it was all drawn on. But again, Radio Shack's out of business, so you'll never see them again. Pacific Presents number 2 with the Rocketeer. I have probably a couple of these, but this was in the two for $1 box, so it was 50 cents, and this is the one with the nice Betty Page full page art. Dave Stevens at his best, so I picked that one up. I got Death of Doctor Strange Blade number 1. Trials of Ultraman number 3, another nice Art Adams cover. Venom 150. I thought this was, I like picking up anniversary issues too, same thing with issue number 1s. But I always thought anniversary issues were more valuable, but I guess they printed the crap out of this. Also, here's another anniversary issue, 60 years of the Fantastic Four number 35. Picked that one up out of the bins. Here's a nice Wonder Woman Black and Gold. Number 4, very sharp cover there. Then a Christmas-related Power Man and Iron Fist annual number 1, because I still collect Christmas comics too. And then speaking of Power Man, here's Cage number 4. So I just picked up number 3 in the other place that I went to, and it's going to come up later on in the video. So I have number 1, so I think I just need number 2. Just a random Superman adventures. I'm trying to get all the DC cartoon books, their runs taken care of. Here's a reprint of the early Micronauts, the special edition. Picked that one up out of the 2 for $1 box. This one was in the 2 for $1 box too. It's just a reprint of the Neil Adams, Roy Thomas X-Men issues. Then there was a little batch of Rocketeer, The Great Race. So here's cover A. Here's cover B. Nice Betty Page cover. It's just not the same without Dave Stevens. Here's number 4, cover B. Number 4, cover A. And then a random Secret Warriors number 3 for my run. And then here's another anniversary, 40th anniversary of the wedding of Reed and Sue. Beta Ray Bill. Secret Invasion Aftermath number 1. Captain America Serpents Unite. This is just a reprint of the Serpent Society story that they had in a recent run of Captain America. Got a Ren and Stimpy History of Sports special. Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos number 3. That's another 4-issue series. I think I need 2 and 4. And then this one is a nice lenticular cover of Superman Forever number 1. Got that one. District X number 1. Again, just another random first issue that I just happened to see in the bin. Hulk number 41, trying to get that Red Hulk run done. Marvel Adventures starring Silver Surfer number 16. This is another kind of animated series. It's very short. This one I wasn't sure if I needed, and I did need it, so I'm down to one issue for that. James Bond Jr. number 8. I just got James Bond Jr. number 1, so I'm going to try and get that run going. Jurassic Park Adventures number 4. I didn't even know there was a spin-off series of that. And then Howard the Duck trade paperback that it reprints volume 2 of 1 through 6. I picked that one up for $5. I have that miniseries, but I'm missing an issue, so I saw the trade and I figured I might as well just pick it up for $5. It'd be a lot easier than trying to track down the missing issue for now. But anyway, so then that was just the first show. So all that I got yesterday. And then some more. Here's the next batch. I'll try and keep it separate from where I got, if I'm at a different place or whatever. But anyway, so I picked up some of these. I found my old WWE Superstars stuff, and I have Nash number 1, the photo cover, but I didn't have number 1, the art cover. So here's 1 and 2. That's the whole series right there for that story. This is another one I didn't know that Jurassic Park even had annuals, but that's the annual for number 1 from the Jurassic Park series from Topps. This one I thought was the first Duckman, but it's not. It's just a reprint of the first Duckman from Topps. Bloodfire and Helena, number 1 from Lightning Comics. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1, again. Nice Art Adams art on the cover there. I have this series, but I picked it up again because it's Dave Stevens and it was cheap, $1. The Shadow and Doc Savage number 1. That's a Dave Stevens cover right there, and then he inked the cover of this one. So that's two-parter. That's the whole series there of that. Actually saw one of these. I'm working on this series too. It's only 4 issues. Coneheads, Saturday Night Live classic skit. So picked that one up. I got another copy of the Untold Legends of the Batman. This is the one that John Byrne drew. It's a 3-issue limited series that tells the story of Batman's origin and his history. I got 2 copies of Gore, Prince of Pain from Mortal Kombat. This is another nice one. A nice variant cover. X-Men number 19, Emma Frost. Picked up this. I just saw the Flash movie trailer. Flashpoint number 5. A Silver Age classic of Sugar and Spike. Drax number 1. I don't know. I think this is his like second solo series. It might be. Then here's another Man-Thing I didn't have that I needed. Number 3. So I got that. Then I picked up the whole series of this. I didn't buy it when it came out. Star Trek Green Lantern. So here's number 1 of 6, cover B. 2 of 6, cover A. 3 of 6, cover A. 4 of 6. And 5 of 6. And 6 of 6. So I'm usually, I really am not a big fan of Star Trek or the Green Lantern, but the whole series was there, so I figured why not, I might as well pick it up. Then here's Star Trek and the Legions of Superheroes, the B cover, and that's by Keith Giffen, and he did a nice job of trying to make like Jack Kirby. So got that. I bought this again. I have this, but I bought it again. I Dream a Genie. That's the, it's from Airwave Comics. This is a special edition. It's like it's hard, it's square bound. It's almost like a trade. But picked that one up. This reprint of Star Wars number 3 that was in some Hasbro action figures. This is another action figure comic featuring the Beast, X-Men number 3. I didn't buy this before. The hype was crazy on it, and then there it was sitting in a dollar box, and it's come way down. Justice Society featuring Black Adam. This one I was surprised to find this one too. Astonishing Ant-Man number 6. That was in the dollar box. Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, number 1. Spider-Woman number 3. This is a mini-series too of the second Spider-Woman. I think that's a 4-issue one too. So I have 1 and that one. So I think I need 2 and 4. The Secret Service number 1. Another Ren and Stimpy special. This is Masters of Time and Space. Random Thor. This is a comic that they did. If the comics really existed in the Marvel Universe, that was supposedly what they would be like. I picked up the Barbie twins 16-month swimsuit calendar from 1995 from Topps. Werewolf by Night, or Strange Tales number 2, featuring Werewolf by Night. I just thought that was a super cool cover too. Thor Ragnarok Prelude number 3 of 4. Street Fighter Legends Chun-Li number 1A cover. There's a nice cool looking cover there. Black Flag number 1. This is I picked this one up. This is the one Todd McFarlane inked that cover. So I thought that was a cool get right there. Darkman number 1. Enter a Theater of Madness. I think this is just a continuation of the Darkman story from the movies. I got this ash can of Lady Rawhide from Wizard Supplemental. Captain America Goes to War Against Drugs. Now, there's a version, this one has the stores on it. There's versions that have no stores, and there's versions that have other stores in it. So, this is local stores to me that are no longer in business, Farmer Jack and AMP, but I picked that one up out of the bins. Valkyrie, number 1, her miniseries. I hate this costume. I like her old one way better, but I picked that one up because it's a number 1. Archie Comics Faculty Funnies, number 1. Josie and the Pussycats, number 1 from 1993. It still has the poster in it. Adventures of Kool-Aid Man, number 4. I think there's 6 or 8 of those. Picked this one up only because of the Dave Stevens cover. Girl Crazy, number 1. Another ash can, Ren and Stimpy comics from a supplement from Wizard again. Got this one, Wildsiders number 1. This is a J. Scott Campbell created comic that he did. I had 0, 2, and 3, but I didn't have number 1 for some reason, so I picked that one up. Pathfinder's Worldscape featuring Vampirella. I picked this one up. I didn't know too much about it, but it does have the certificate of authenticity in there. I don't know what that's all about, but I picked that one up. And then this is another cool looking one, Unholy Unity number 1 with Darkness and the Hulk. Got that one. This one I didn't know too much about either, but it was a cool cover. And I don't know anything about Richard Moore, but these are his Ladies of the Night. So kind of cool. Grimjack number 26. That's the first, I think it's the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in color. Or outside their title maybe. I can't remember. Still going. I got Aeon Flux number 1. Pretty happy with that one. This one here. I thought I needed both of these, but I didn't. That's what happens. I didn't have them on my list, but I picked them up because I saw them. But 1985, number 4 and number 5. I thought I needed either 4 or 5, but I really need number 3. So I have all of them except number 3. This one was in the dollar bins. Marvel, all new, all different Marvel .1. Ares One Shot. Red Goblin. Red Death #1. That's a relatively new first issue, but it was in the dollar bins. This is an Action Comics annual that Art Adams did the art for. Oh, there we go. I guess I didn't remember. Scarlet Witch #3. That's the one I just showed you. That one was a newsstand. This one is a direct. But here's #4. See, I bought so many books over the weekend, I can remember what I even had. Here's a mini series I didn't know anything about, but it looked cool and all the parts were there. It's a 4-parter. I got something called Jet, but it's by Abnett and Lanning, so it's probably pretty good, and it's from Wildstorm. So there's #1 of 4, 2 of 4, and it looks almost like cartoony. There's 3 of 4, and of course 4 of 4. And then I bought another one of these X-Men comics from Toys R Us. And here's I bought Spider-Man Unlimited, X-Men Unlimited. I didn't know there was a Cosmic Powers Unlimited. So I saw this one. I picked this one up. I'm going to have to do some more figuring out how many parts are in that series and then try and complete that series too. I got this Marvel Universe Official Handbook of the Mystic Arcana. Battle World Marvel Zombies #3 with Elsa Bloodstone on the cover. Here's the second print of Faith #1 from Valiant. They're supposed to be doing something with her, I guess. Picked these up. Marvel Action Hour Iron Man #2 and #3 and #4. So I'm going to try and track the rest of those down too, because I do have the Marvel Action Hour Fantastic Four run complete. So now I'm going to work on Iron Man. Got those. Then I bought this Captain Canuck, his first summer special. It's kind of cool. I liked him back in the day when I discovered him back in the 70s. Battle Chasers Collected Edition #2. Picked that one up. I got The Three Musketeers from Marvel Comics, part 1 of the limited series, adapting the movie. Iron Man and Hellcat Annual #1, variant cover. I think that's Peach Momoka. Here's the other cage. Here's cage #3. So that's the guy that illustrated this thing, I think, is the guy that did Samurai Jack. I think that's what they said. So it's only a 4-parter, so we'll see. I picked up Journey into Mystery #516 featuring Shang-Chi. Trying to get that little run done. And then a bunch of these Lost Gods Journey into Mystery. I never have them written down, the ones I need, and I just keep buying them over and over again. Because when they canceled Thor, they brought back Journey into Mystery with the same numbering. So, and then they threw the Lost Gods in the first part, then it was either Black Widow and Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi and Black Widow, and then it got canceled and Thor came back to the thing. So then, so I got that Lost Gods #504. Here's 507, 508. Sorry. 509. Because that's the Return of Loki. That's when he was in the Ultraverse. And then here's 510. And then this was in the dollar bin too. This is, after I looked it up, this is called Image First. And basically what this thing is like it's a square bound trade, and it reprints 4 stories from Image. And just so happens that one of the stories in there is The Walking Dead #1. And again, this is another thing. I didn't even know anything about it, but when I looked it up on mycomicshop.com, I guess it's worth a little bit more than $1. So I got that trade. I also picked up Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Crystal Skull. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That's the adaptation collection. Lost in Space collection. So those were in the dollar bin. I thought that was cool. I got Rogue #1, her first miniseries. Just your standard cover there. Nothing special. Toxic Crusaders number 5. Thought I needed it, but I didn't. Starriers, the Quest Begins number 1 in a 4-issue miniseries. Picked that one up. This person had these Pizza Hut. They had number 1 and number 2 together in the 50-cent bin, so I figured why not. Red Sonja, the adaptation of the movie from Marvel, number 1. I got that, which with Brigitte Nielsen. Robotix, number 1. Again, kitty comic. Truth, number 3. Truth, number 4. And Truth, number 5. And then Visionaries, number 2. This is another short run that I'm trying to complete. And number 3. Another toy-based comic. And also number 4. Picked up. Then this last batch here, I think, is from the same guy. There was an older gentleman. He had a bunch of books, and his book started at 50 cents, and then he said if you buy 4, you get the 5th one free. Then he had a couple boxes of dollar books, a couple boxes of 2, 3, 5, and then over anything over 10. So I think I got these might be all the ones I got from him. But anyway, I got Vampirella number 7 with the copper tone tribute there. This one is another Red Sonja incentive cover by Art Adams. I was mad at myself because I just ordered that on eBay, and then I saw it at this comic convention, and like I said, I got all these for under $1, so now I got 2 of those, but the one that I got on eBay isn't in perfect condition, so this one is in beautiful shape. Red Sonja number 4 variant, takeoff on Spider-Man 300. Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica. There's some variant covers here for number 5 and number 6, right? Yeah. Then I needed a couple of Vengeance of Vampirillas to complete this run, so now I'm down to 1 issue I need left. So there's number 3 and number 14. And then this was a really nice cover, Vampirella versus Purgatory. Picked that one up. Then this one is a take on Dave Stevens' cover that he did for Vampirella, but I picked this one up. Vampirella 1992. Jenna Jameson, issue 0 from Virgin Comics. Just a really nice cover there. I think that's Greg Land again. Then here's a listener, Jenna Jameson's Shadowhunters number 2 variant. Here's issue number 3. Oh, Greg Horn. I keep saying Greg Land. That's Greg Horn. Itchy and Scratchy, number 1. Army of Darkness versus Reanimator, number 1. Wonder Woman 77 meets the Bionic Woman, number 2 variant cover. Mars Attacks, or Warlord of Mars Attacks, number 1. It's a trading card cover. Some more Art Adams here. Another Art Adams, The Legacy of Superman, number 1, with his nice cover. Napoleon Dynamite, number 3, cover B. Big fan of that movie. Loved Napoleon Dynamite. Here's number 4, cover A. Then Dark Horse Comics 1-for-1. It's the reprint of Magnus Robot Fighter number 1. Got a couple of History of Marvel Universe. Here's issue number 1 and issue number 3. Some nice covers. And then picked up Batman Full Circle, square bound prestige format book. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Prelude, number 1 of 2. Wild Thing, number 1. The Authority, number 1. And again, everything was under $1 if you figure out how much I spent. Then here's 506 of the Lost Gods. Doc Samson, number 1 of 5 of his miniseries. Just a True Believers. These were the 50 or the dollar ones that I had to pick 5 to buy 4 to get 5 free. True Believers, Captain Marvel. Here's a nice shiny Blaze cover for number 1. This one he had, I've been eyeing this cover forever. Never pulled the trigger on it. I'm glad I didn't, because now I got it for $1. Nice Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman cover there. Death of Doctor Strange, number 5 variant. Looks like a Jack Kirby thing. And we're down to the final books here. We got Wonder Woman 84 featured on the Future State Dark Detective number 1. I just love that. The very nice Gal Gadot cover there. Weird Love number 1 from IDW. Didn't know anything about it, but it looks very entertaining. I don't know how many of these there are, but I got Laurel and Hardy number 1 and 1972 from American Mythology Archives. The Ride number 1 with a beautiful Adam Hughes cover. Chilling Adventures of Salem number 1 featuring Sabrina's kitty cat. Kong, King of Skull Island 0. Don't know much about that, but I'm a sucker for King Kong. Also a sucker for Planet of the Apes. Here's Planet of the Apes Revolution on the Planet of the Apes, number 1. Don't know how many there were of that. And last but not least, I have Red Sonja and Tarzan. It looks like Adam Hughes, but I don't think it is. But there you go. Man, I'm sorry this is such a long video, but I mean, I had a lot of books. I didn't want to let them set because I'd really like to categorize these, catalog them, and put them away where they belong. So hopefully you guys stayed till the end. I hope you did. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to comment down below of any of the books that you liked, or any comments you want to make. I love comments, and I try to answer everyone that I get. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I appreciate all the subscribers I do have, as I always say. Again, thanks a lot for watching and sticking with me to the end. It's way longer than I should have done the 2-parter. But anyway, that's it. I just want to say to everybody, good luck out there hunting for comics. There are deals out there. You just got to look and pick up stuff that you like and you enjoy and that looks interesting, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be rewarded for trying something new. But other than that, take it easy, everybody. Thanks again for watching. I will catch you all next time. Bye.